Hi guys, this is Android Nub, and these are the best casual games of the week. First up we have Captain America TWS, published by Gameloft.
Failure is not an option.
This game is like an action-adventure game, kinda like a beat-em-up. It has nice comic-style graphics. You can control Captain America with a joystick, or you can just tap to move, and you attack enemies to attack them. The fighting looks fairly cool, although it is kinda automated, so just travel through each stage fighting enemies. There are skills to use and you can swipe to grow your shield. However, this game is only a demo. Only the first 2 levels are free. The full game costs $2.99, but the full game does have 100 levels, and you may not need to buy any in-app purchases in the full game. Next up we have Knights and Squires, published by Comtwas. This is a unique endless runner with RPG elements, so you control the knight in front, and your character is always running forward, but there is action gameplay that you can choose when to attack and when to block. And there's also a ton of different party members to collect. From completing missions or buying them, there are some cool boss battles, and you can choose when to use skills for your different party members. This is a unique endless runner RPG, and it's fun collecting new party members and going through the levels. Next, casual fans rejoice because Cut the Rope 2, published by ZeptoLab, is out for Android. This is the sequel to the very popular casual Android game Cut the Rope. Like the original game, there's tons of levels to go through, and you have your physics-based puzzles where you cut the rope to feed candy to this frog. However, many people are complaining because this game has in-app purchases and has energy, so if you run out of energy, you gotta wait. They definitely should have just made a paid version, but this game is probably still worth it if you like Cut the Rope. Next up we have Star Wars Assault Team, published by LucasArts. Here's a Star Wars card-based game where you play Han Solo and you go through many stages fighting enemies and collecting new cards and party members. The game does have a story, which is kinda casual, so it's not like a big serious story. The combat is turn-based, so you tap enemies to attack them and you have to wait for your turn, and you kinda go back and forth with the enemies. Your character automatically moves around a 3D environment, which is a nice addition, it's not just some 2D background. Next up we have Ace Fishing Wild Catch, published by Comtwas. Here's an interesting fishing game where you fish. So there's a nice looking tutorial girl that teaches you how to play and gives you quests, which usually involves catching fish. So there's a lot of different places where you can catch fish, and the graphics actually look pretty good. So you throw your line out, and it doesn't take long to find the fish, and then you tap or hold onto a button to reel the fish in. It's kind of like fighting the fish. There's a lot of different kinds of fish to catch, and they look pretty good graphics wise. The game's easy to pick up and play, and it is kind of fun. Next up is Neon Commander, published by HeroCraft. Here's a retro game that's kind of like a mix of Space Invaders and Arkanoid. So there's like aliens coming down to attack your city, and you draw lines to bounce their attacks back at them to destroy them. Some levels you draw circles, which creates a cool gravity effect. Basically the goal is to defend your city by reflecting the enemy attacks. There's some cool boss battles, and this is an interesting casual game. And last we have DJMAX TECHNIKA 2, published by Neowiz Internet. This is a cool music rhythm-based game. The screen is divided into 2 parts, and you have to tap the circles when the line goes over them. There's some where you have to drag the circle or tap multiple times or hold on to the circle. This game is supposed to have over 50 songs, but you have to unlock most of them with the money you make in the game. Every song has its own background video, which looks pretty cool, but it can be kind of distracting. It's fun, although it does take a long time to unlock new songs, and the game's like 2 GB in file size. Anyway, that's all for this week. Subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching.